Hello, welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, where I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm recording a voiceover right now over pre-recorded footage from earlier in the day. I wanted to try and switch up the video format a little bit and see which one I preferred making, so bear with me while I try something new. But we are in Apulia right now, playing as Duke Robert the Fox, a very interesting character from history, and we're going for an achievement. We're going for the achievement called Wiley as the Fox, where you have to start as Duke Robert the Fox of Apulia, which we've already done. You need to be the king of Sicily, you have to hold a Greek kingdom, and you have to convert every province in the Greek kingdom to Catholic. So how exactly am I planning on doing this, or how exactly was I planning on doing this? Well, my strategy going in was to save money to form the Kingdom of Sicily. That was going to be like the first thing that I did. Then we were going to swear fealty to the Byzantines so that we can get access to their vassals who hold all of the Greek territory. Then we were going to conquer a Greek kingdom. Then we were going to convert the Greek kingdom. And it was going to be easy money. It was going to be bada bing, bada boom. It was going to be a really quick video. It was going to be really great. It was going to be amazing. But obviously you can tell by the title that it wasn't. Not everything went exactly according to plan. So something else that you can do that I thought was kind of interesting, you start as a Norman character. You aren't actually Sicilian, you aren't Lombard, you aren't Greek, you aren't any of these cultures that are actually present in Sicily at the time in southern Italy. So you can, if you feel like it, you can make a hybrid culture between Norman and Sicilian, and I think you can make a pretty good culture out of that. The other thing that I wanted to do right out of the gate, as you're seeing right now, is I wanted to kind of consolidate the rest of the actual island of Sicily. So that involved conquering the remaining 3 independent counties on the main Sicilian island there, and then the 1 count who is on Malta. You can do this really easily. They're all weaker than you at the start. So we're just going to go in, wrap these wars up really fast, and then continue from there. After that, you have a bunch of different options. You can go to Northern Africa, you can expand there, you can expand into Europe, into Italy. There's a lot of different possibilities here. I also wanted to try and I suggest you do this too, I wanted to try and sway the Pope right from the beginning, even though we only had like a 20% chance to actually sway him, because as a Catholic, if you're really good friends with the Pope, and he likes you a lot, he'll give you a lot of money, which would help us make the extra duchy title that we needed to create and the 2 kingdom titles that we were going to need to create as well. Duke Robert the Fox is a martial spec character, but don't feel like you have to stick with the martial tree. You start, at least I did, with a lot of the good traits already unlocked. So if you want to try and do it all as Duke Robert the Fox, go for it. Switch to medicine focus in the theology tree and go down the left side to get all of the health bonuses stacked up. You might have also seen on the screen, I was kind of scouting out the kingdom of Crete, because I figured, it only has 2 provinces. That'll be the easiest to conquer, convert. It's Greek. If you look on the culture map mode, the island is Greek. It is a Greek kingdom. Crete is Greek. The game might disagree with me though, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Another suggestion that I have is to keep an eye on your succession and give out the titles accordingly. I was kind of doing that in the background in between all of these clips, just checking to see which of my 2 sons were going to inherit what, if I was going to have any more sons, what were they going to get, because ideally we would create the Kingdom of Sicily at least before Duke Robert died, so that way, even if our second son got different duchies, we would retain the primary title and everything would at least, in theory, hold itself together. In my case here, I got a free claim on Salerno, so I figured why not, they're weaker than me. I'll go ahead and beat them up. So that is exactly what I did, and I took it, and I don't feel bad about it. Don't have your chancellor running around giving me claims. Then we waited for enough money for the Kingdom of Sicily. We got the Kingdom of Sicily, which unlocked all of the royal court stuff. We put up some fun decorative banners to hang in the throne room. Oh my god, look at those banners. Aren't they so amazing? We love banners. They're so great. And then I cranked my I don't even remember what they're called. The court amenities, they're on my screen right now and I can't even see it. I cranked the court amenities up to the middle on all of them. If I'm being honest with you, I never really took the time to bother to read what they all do, so I either do middle settings on all of them or max settings on all of them if I can afford it. But since we needed money, I went with the middle settings. It's something that I still need to read. I have a reading problem in this game. I have a tendency not to do it. At this point, after a little bit and after some good royal court events, I had enough cultural acceptance to form the Sicilo-Norman culture, which I kind of just kept all of the traditions, all of the good and reasonable ones anyways, between the two of them, since they don't really have a lot between them. And we stuck with Bellicose, we made the culture, and here I want to take just a minute or so to talk about a cool little strategy that you can do if you're planning on continuing this campaign. Our culture only spawned in one province that we have, so if we wanted to, and if I was planning on continuing this for a long time, we could just set our steward to permanently be developing that county, build a bunch of development buildings in it, stack a bunch of development bonuses, and then we could fly through innovations because the average development in the provinces of our culture would be really high since there's only one province. So we took the next step, we swore fealty to the Byzantines, which made Duke Robert really, really like alcohol. And then since I had already prepped a claim on the Duchy of Crete, we pretty much just went for it. But I did have to pick up the war declaration sanctioned, in addition to religious rights protected vassal contract, so that we could actually fight him, since the Byzantines had high crown authority at the moment. If you don't want to do that, eventually the Byzantines are almost guaranteed to fall victim to a Liberty faction at some point. They always do. So if you don't want to give them extra levies and you're not in a hurry, then don't really worry about it. You don't have to do all of this as Duke Robert the Fox to get the achievement. You just have to start as Duke Robert the Fox. So you can be 10 generations deep in this game, and you can still get the achievement as long as you started as Duke Robert. So I just went ahead, sieged down some stuff, his ally came in, and here I thought we were cruising. I was like, I've got maybe 10 minutes max left in this campaign. I'm gonna wrap this up, I'm gonna speed 5, convert these while I alt-tab, and it's gonna be great. Everything is gonna be fine. At this point, I'm scrolling Twitter in between clicking on armies. Like, that's how comfortable I am that I'm gonna get this achievement. I'm liking cat pictures and sending them to my girlfriend on Twitter instead of paying attention to what I'm doing, which is a great war strategy, if you ask me. See, look, it's working out right now. This guy is getting absolutely demolished. So we take the we take the island, and in the middle we also become spy master of the Byzantines. And here is where I'm like, Bing chilling, okay? We're good. Duke Robert's gonna pull it off. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna take some of my learning traits while I'm speed 5ing. We're converting. Each one's gonna take 5 years. Okay, no worries. It's fine. Make the kingdom, so we've got our Greek kingdom. And, you know, we convert one, we convert the other one, and this is where stuff starts unraveling a little bit, okay? Duke Robert's gonna die, which is fine. That's fine. I do what any good father would do, and I disinherit my son, my second son, okay, like a good responsible adult, and then I die. So, where do we go from here? I mean, nothing really changed. In my mind, we're still sitting pretty. Our son inherited all of our titles. He's even got the religious icon trait from the right side learning tree, which is going to help us convert even faster. Like, look at this. We're flying through it. It's converted. We're done. We're done. We have a Greek kingdom. Sure, I'll join your war. Whatever. We have a Greek kingdom that is converted to Catholic. And I'm like, where's my achievement? Where is my achievement? What is going on here? I don't have it. Why not? So then, you know, I alt-tab. I do some Googling. Okay. Crete's not considered a Greek kingdom. The entire strategy from the outset here has been flawed. The 3 that you can get this achievement from are the Kingdom of Epirus, the kingdom that Achaia and Athens are a part of. Forgive me, I'm losing the kingdom name right now, and the Kingdom of Thessalonica. Those are the 3 that you can actually go for. So I'm going for the one that Achaia is part of right now. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. I've just added in a bit of time in my campaign. I speed 5 through 10 years that I could have used conquering. But, you know, we're chilling. It's fine. So I get all of these claims. I get claims on Achaia. I get claims on Attica. And they're not working. Like, look at this. There's no CB showing up at all. We should be able to attack. It's giving us the option. It's not saying you don't have a CB. But I can't declare the war. So what's going on? What's going on? I have the claims. It's broken. I don't understand. So I'm thoroughly confused at this point, and I'm like, I'm just gonna keep fabricating claims until it works. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's because they're in a rebellion against the Basileus. You know, that's probably why. It's probably because we're in a rebellion. And then I get a claim on all of Achaia, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can use the duchy claim. Nope, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm Googling frantically right now, and Google is telling me that it has something to do with the celibate trait. People have had this issue before, but, you know, we aren't celibate, so I don't know what's going on. So out of frustration, I figure maybe it's because there's some weird vassal interaction going on, and I'm gonna dissolve the Byzantine Empire and see if that'll help, and I'll just be an independent ruler, able to declare war on another independent ruler, right? So I siege down the Byzantine's capital, which is now in Antioch and not Constantinople for reasons. I dissolve the Byzantine Empire in one go, because I called in the Kaiser like any sensible human being. Completely demolish the Byzantines. Go back. No war. No casus belli. I'm very confused at this point. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I'm not able to continue this. But out of rage, I conquered Tunis and North Africa while I waited for a claim on Epirus to see maybe if I needed a fresh claim. Now that I'm independent, I don't know what difference that would make. I was honestly kind of coping, but I got the claim and I tried and it didn't work, and out of my frustration I ended it there. So am I dumb? Am I missing something? I don't know. Let me know in the comments and I'll see you next time.